Pronounce this brand for me.
I think it's Aime Leon Dore.
Aime Leon Dore.
Aime Leon Dore.
Aime Leon Dore. ALD.
Aime Leon Dore? Or Dore?
Aime Leon Dore.
Aime Leon Dore.
Aime Leon Dore. Dore.
Hi YouTube, welcome back. Oops, my microphone. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Leslie and I'm happy to have you guys here with me today. So exciting video for today. I am covering Aime Leon Dore. Did I say that right? I think I did. I feel like everybody has trouble saying that name for like the first couple of tries, but it's okay. So I've actually been putting off this video because I'm like so nervous and I'm like, no, I can't do this video. I'm gonna say it, but either way, I've done my research and I'm here to talk about one of my favorite brands this year. So ALD for short and easier. Oh god, I don't know, it's falling. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. So let's start off with the creator Santis. So Santi comes from Greek origins but grew up in Queens, New York. And growing up, he was very passionate about hip-hop, basketball, and graffiti, making connections and friendships in the circle. This would later on contribute to his rise in design. Santis didn't study design like many other large designers. For a few years, he supported his family business in Upper East Side in New York. Of course, like I do, he admired large brands like Supreme, Ralph Lauren, etc., etc. In the early 2000s, he landed a job at a luxury eyewear company, and here's where Santi learned more about running a design business. While working soon, he met Ronnie Fieg, founder of Keith. If you're not familiar with Keith, here's some reference, who would later help him build up his fashion brand. So for many, it may be hard to pronounce the ALD, like I mentioned earlier. I have trouble pronouncing ALD, but the story behind the popular name came unexpectedly after his application to trademark Aime, a French word for love. Santis took Aime, added his father's Greek name meaning lion, Leon, and took the ending of his own name, Theodore, Dore, to make Aime Leon Dore. So for years, his brand became very popular at an international level. His first piece was created as an Aime merchandise. After seeing support on Instagram with the help of Keith Ronnie, he decided to launch and take his brand seriously. Today, his brand is known for its elegancy, cleanness, streetwear aspect. Santi has gained respect from large communities, including other popular designers. His work has led to collaborations with some of my favorite brands, Clarks, Puma, Porche, and other notable brands. Perhaps what I love about ALD the most is his, like I mentioned, is like his combination of streetwear and elegancy and classic. It gives kind of like that old money aesthetic. So this is a brand that's concentrated in New York, and if you know New York is very much focused on like hip-hop, street style, basketball. So I really like also that this brand is from like New York. It's not just, oh, we're from New York, but the quality and like the inspiration behind the designs come from New York, and I think it's really cool to see that. But yeah, let's just move. Santis has been making such big moves in the fashion industry design. So if you know New Balance, here's a quick fact for you. So in 2019, Santis was invited to a collaboration with New Balance, where he worked with the 997 made in the USA. So that the success in the first collaboration called Santis for future projects. Later, I believe in November 2019, he took on a new project, returning the spotlight to the 990. So I love all of these shoes that New Balance has been creating lately. But later in March 2020, ALD and New Balance came out with an 827 project. And you know, even that one, like all of those collaborations that they've had so far were like very successful and brought New Balance into like the streetwear industry. It just became very popular in general. I would say like during this year 2022 and last year 2021, we've been seeing a lot of New Balance. One of the best ones so far, I think, is the 550. I've been seeing those definitely on social media a lot. But for this project, Teddy Santis once again went back to the archives and pulled out the 550, a 1989 basketball sneaker that had since been widely forgotten about. Leading the brand's mainstream in 2021, New Balance announced through an Instagram post that they would be adding Santis to their team as their new creative director, and since then, New Balance has been working and introducing new collections, making New Balance one of the top performing shoe brands in the past few months, competing with like major brands like Nike, the Jordans, the Air Force Ones, and like many of the other shoes out there. So it's really cool to see how fast Santis has been growing, not only for his personal brand but also as a creative director for New Balance. It's just like mind-blowing. But like I said, perhaps one of my favorite designers so far, and it's crazy how much I've learned about him, which is through this video, doing my research, and also just the products. Like I've been seeing his products in the last couple of months and I was very well impressed, and seeing how like very minimal but also adding that streetwear, and also loving how other people style it on social media. So his brand exclusivity contributed much to the lack of physical stores. Today you can find two, one located in London and the other one in New York City. The London one was recently built a couple of months ago, but it looks really cool. The first ever physical location was on Mott Street in New York City, a pop-up store that provided exposure. Pop-ups continued for a few years on this specific location on Mott Street in New York until 2019. Santi opened up his first flagship store in SOHO, New York, which is the oldest and also now includes a cafe called Café Leon Dore, which includes Greek-inspired coffee and pastries. And I believe the location near London is the same. And it kind of sucks because I've been to New York City and London, both Sohos, but I never jumped into either location. And it sucks because I knew when I went to London about ALD. Like I knew his products, but I didn't know who ALD was and everything, like the community and everything. And it sucks because now that I'm here, I can't go into the cafe, so it kind of sucks, but it's okay. And hopefully they'll keep expanding like their flagship stores, and hopefully they'll bring one into LA. Maybe not. I really love his designs. They're very classical, and it's mostly like a menswear label, but I've seen a lot of girls like style his products, or like he started including female models into his collection, so I thought it was really cool. A little out of my price, maybe most of us, if you can relate, I know what you mean. Like I said, I really love this brand. I think it's really cool what he's done with ALD. I'm excited to see where it goes, and hopefully one day we'll get to visit one of his flagship stores. I've seen some TikTok videos, the ones that I've shared in this video, so hopefully one day we'll get to go and try some Greek inspired pastries. And yeah, let me know what you think about this video. If you want to learn more about other designers or other brands, let me know. I love digging into these stores. I think it's so cool. But yeah, if you have any questions, anything that I missed, I'm sure I missed a lot. Like I've always said, thank you so much for staying until the end, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on my next video.